this lesson is an answer to some of the feedback I got on my last Stevie Ray Vaughan lesson, was some of those speed flurries that you hear blues players like Stevie Ray Vaughan or Joe Bonamassa, obviously. I thought I'd break some of that stuff down for you. So we'll zoom in, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've actually got more like just straight up classic licks that you can learn. I'll leave a link down there, a couple signature style licks in this little module I created that's not on YouTube, so you can go check that out. But let's zoom in and start shredding some blues. All right, here we go. All right, so I had a lot of questions about playing kind of some of those fast or faster blues licks in my last Stevie Ray Vaughan style lesson. And, you know, probably Bonamassa plays super fast blues licks where he, like, picks every single note, which not many people can do. You see superhuman at that particular thing. So this probably comes a little more from the Stevie Ray Vaughan mold, but it's kind of both those guys because they both had those fast flurries. Keep in mind the fast flurries are a lot better when they're mixed in with slower licks and open space, you know? You don't want to just be flurring unless you're Michelangelo Battio. But anyway, I'm going to go to the key of D minor. And so the things that you definitely want to practice are the blues scale. And I've had a lot of students who forget to get that blues note in there on that G string there. So if we're right there on the 10th fret, we got 10, 13, then 10, 11, 12. 10, 13, 10, 12, 13, that pinky right there, or sliding with it. Then you've got 10, 13, 10, 13. The other thing, though, is that extension, you know, which would be 8, 10, 8, 10, slide up. Then you've got 10, 12, slide up, index finger to the 13 of the B, to the 15, 13, 15, but then you also have the blues note right there. There's that blues note again. So those are just things to practice a lot of. But here is something that I do a lot, and I just kind of figured out a certain picking and fingering combination just from practicing a lot. You know, I didn't tab out someone's solo to do it. I listened a lot and then played a lot. I think that's probably better. I'm not saying don't tab your favorite solos, but it's probably better to like listen a lot and then play a lot and to try and emulate it from listening as opposed to just picking out every single thing. Okay, so check this out. I'm not expecting you to do that, from watching, but here's what it is. See that? So I'm picking the G string with my index planted on the 10th, and then I'm hammering the 12th and the 13th, all with that first pick. And then I'm picking again on the B string right there on the 10th fret. So check this out now. Picking that, and then I go back. So on that G string, I'm hitting 3 notes with one pick on the way up and on the way back. And I happen to be doing an upstroke on that G on the way back. Now you can add a pull-off from the 13th on the B string back to the 10. Watch this. And I'm doing the upstroke on that B string. Like I said, I didn't get that from really like playing something really slow and emulating it. I got it from just jamming a lot. Jamming a lot with other people, with jam tracks, with a looper, and just figuring little things out that worked for the ergonomics of my hands, you know? But you can see that if you look at my right picking hand, it didn't pick as much as the amount of notes you heard. And sometimes I'll pick it different ways, you know? But that's one way to get a lot faster than trying to, you know, picking every note, which, you know, Bonamassa, Eric Johnson, they do that amazingly. But that's why they're, you know, selling out those giant theaters. Or there's other reasons too, but you know what I'm saying. You know, some people just have that magic, that voodoo magic. All right. So one cool thing though, I like this too. That was 3 notes with 2 picks. I did a down pick on the high E. Then I did that pull off. And then I actually like doing this. Lots of just different combinations, but a lot of it's that hammer on pull off vibe for me anyway. Then I like to go like this sometimes. Instead of all 3, I can just do the 12th fret on the G string and hammer that blues note back to this again. See that? Then back down. Combining with a little quick slide back and forth between the 12 and 13, that blues note. So adding that with those other ideas. See that? Like that string skipping, that little blues note, skipping the B string altogether and going to that high root right there. A la my buddy Eric Krasno does that a lot. So then another thing is going into that kind of Stevie Ray Vaughan thing where you do the G string bend, followed by the B, and then the high E. Into that thing I was showing you. But when you're playing the pentatonic scale, you'll notice like just the pentatonic scale, most of the spots are just 2 notes per string. So it's harder to get those fast flurries. But when you add that blues note, now you have little parts of the scale that have 3 notes for hammer on and pull offs, and you just can play faster stuff that way. You know, when I'm here, I got to go to another string, and that was all lots of hammer on pull-offs too. And GuitarJams.com has a lot of these exercises, by the way. Shameless plug for you guys. All right. Now, a lot of those ideas and concepts can kind of exist in the lower strings here. You know? So I'm playing a lot more notes than I'm picking with my right hand. He does a lot of stuff, you know, like I said, I mean, it's just ridiculously fast and efficient and you know, really impressive. He does a lot of stuff where he's playing that pentatonic stuff like I was showing you, but instead of playing the 13 on the high E, and Eric Johnson, you know, I think he's kind of taking from Eric Johnson a bit, he changes it to the 9 there. So instead of the 13 on the high E, he's playing the 12 on the high E. You know, Hendrix did it, Stevie Ray Vaughan too. Once again, you could rewind that, look at my right hand, not doing as much as my left hand was. That's not how Bonamassa typically does it, but that would be a similar run that he would do. I just put a little slapback delay there, just for the shiggles. Anyway, try some of that stuff out. Go super slow, and then speed it up. All right, hope you had fun with that. Got those signature licks clicked down there. You can check it out. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you got something from that. And we'll see you in another lesson real soon. Take care.